Out of my way, please. I want to speak to Professor Rodchenko. Come in.
Well, hello, Giles. What are you doing here, huh?
Returning this file. Stolen from your personal documents by Watkins. Luckily, I managed to get it back.
Good work. Leave it on the table, will you?
You may go.
Please, Inspector, will you listen to me? You know as well as I do, me and my friends had nothing to do with this matter.
I only have your word for that, sir.
Look, how can we possibly do that to anyone? We weren't even armed.
That is precisely my point, sir. That's precisely my point. How could anyone do that to anyone? We've had some peculiar murders over the past couple of months, this past late. All that business with Jack the Ripper, not to mention that stuff going on with Warren Street. This murder happens and then you turn up.
It's no good pointing the finger, Inspector. You're supposed to do your job.
Which is what I am trying to do, sir. That is precisely what I'm trying to do. This murder tonight, this robbery, it's not the first. Within the last 3 weeks we've had 2 very similar incidents like this. And all of this is related to us. How exactly? Well, there's only one thing that ties the 3 robberies together, sir. The things that have been stolen.
Go on.
A couple of months back, see, we stopped a bunch of gangs smuggling illegal goods into this country.
What sort of illegal goods?
Oh, you know, tools, metal parts, things needed to build stuff, machinery. Anyway, when we closed the case, we realised that some of the objects wasn't as locked up as we thought they were. There were rumours going around that these tools were being sold on the black market, and for a reasonable price as well.
So I can now understand why you're so suspicious.
And all the murders had taken place in these simple shops. Somehow they found a way of tracing the objects back to the owners who bought them.
Well, it would seem so.
I can assure you, Inspector, we have none of these objects. If you were harbouring these objects for your own good, that would give me concrete evidence that you were guilty.
But we're not. That's what the doctor's been trying to tell you. We know nothing of this.
I suppose you're right, but I need proof.
Very well.
If you want proof, we'll get it for you.
You'd do that for us? Why not? If it's the only way to clear our names, why not? Doctor, I don't think that's the wisest decision to make.
Inspector, how long do you reckon you'll give us to, examine the whole situation? Maybe 3 days? 4 tops?
4 days. That seems reasonable.
Don't waste any time.
Now what do we do? We go back to Watkins' apartment. We need to report back to him.
What is all this? And keep it short, will you? I have a meeting. The matters I have to bring up to you are extremely important. I hope so. Well, I just came back from Roderick Street, having spoken to Rodchenko.
It doesn't surprise me. This will.
He was with James Watkins.
But that's impossible. He hates Watkins.
Exactly what I said. Watkins wasn't holding him by force, was he? No, I thought of that, but apparently that wasn't the case. Rodchenko did seem quite odd, I'll admit. Not his usual self, but he seemed in control.
I don't understand it.
Rodchenko did say that he was on his way back here. You haven't heard anything from him, have you? If I had, I would have notified you. Well, anyway, the next time you see him, I want you to ask him if Watkins has some sort of hold on him. Something that we don't know about. His instructions were that I wasn't to bother him until he got back. Well, I'm countermanding that instruction. I'm sorry, Giles, but he won't answer. Not until he gets back.
That's utterly ridiculous. Nonsense, man. Use your head. I'm not saying this will happen. I'm saying it could happen. You're a clever politician, Todd, so use that brain of yours.
But there isn't any time. On the contrary, there is lots of time. That is 2 hours and 47 minutes precisely. Plenty of time to test those wits of yours. But isn't it possible that there's been some sort of miscalculation, a sort of disfigurement over a few degrees?
I'm never wrong. You can trust me. All the predictions I have made have been correct, have they not?
Yes. Your record is good, I have no doubt about that.
You are too kind. Now will you listen to me? Go away!
It's urgent.
What is it? Communications, sir. I told you no one to be allowed in. I told you no callers.
My apologies, I'll come back later. No, wait. Stay.
Can I offer you some refreshment? Tea, coffee, cake?
I'm afraid that will not be necessary. I must be going at this moment. I'd rather consult my scientific advisors about the situation.
Is everything all right?
Yes, it's just worth checking, that's all.
Very well.
Emerald, show Mr. Todd to the door. This way, Mr. Todd. You wanted to see me, Professor? Yes, Tolkien. I've got another little errand for you. One that will decide the future of you and the future of Aldrich Todd. You sure it's the right address, Doctor? Well, it's the address that we were given by Natasha. Where is that girl? I don't like the streets of Victorian London at night. They scare me. And it's getting a bit breezy. Look, Doctor, don't you think we should be getting back to the TARDIS? Not yet. There's something going on here, and we must stay. Here she comes. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't go about the place without being suspected. I got the address for you. These are for your two friends to go to. You, Doctor, must come back with me. For what purpose? Security reasons. And safety. Your two friends have to go into this alone. Never. Never. I will not allow it. It's too risky. It'll be perfectly safe for me to watch out for them. Well, Doctor, I think you should try and let us try. Oh, very well. But you look after them. Doctor, you come with me then. John, Gillian, good luck. Go to that address. You know what to do. You've got the instructions. And I'll meet up with you later.
Watch the birdie.
Thank you. You were fabulous.